Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Art Verhoeven from ARtLight, and in this video I want to show you my color picker plugin. In my last video I already showed you how to install my plugins. So in this video I start with an already installed uh, color picker plugin, and you can see here the macros that are installed with this plugin. I also created already a little show with some color presets and with some groups of fixtures of different fixture types. Um, what we need to know of here is that we have here three fixture types that do not have color information, so we will not include these in our color picker. Then we have the first six fixture types that have information, but the first type is a supergroup of other groups of fixture types, like the beam, spot, quantum wash, and Robin wash. The parallels are not in the supergroup because I want to demonstrate you that you don't have to include all of the groups in a supergroup. You can create supergroups of every combination of other groups that you want. If you later choose the color for the supergroup, then the color will change for all the subgroups that are included in this supergroup. In this case, I assume that the parallels form part of the frontal lights, and we don't want to change the color of the faces when we change the color of the stage. Sorry, I want to clear this, not store this. I want to clear everything now. And then let's go to the command where we have our macros. The first macros I already talked about in the other video, and now we're going to concentrate on these three macros. There's the create color picker, that's what it's all about. And there is the create icons library. That's the first one we have to run, because we cannot create a color picker without an icons library. The color picker is based on buttons that are in a layout, and these buttons have images, icons, and these icons have to be in a library, and so that the plugin will be able to find them and to use them. So we have first to load the icons that we need from our USB device. To run this macro, the USB device has to be attached to the board so that it can find the images that are on the USB device. Okay, when we run this icons library, the first thing that it asks is a layout number, where we want the icons to reside. We can use any layout that we choose to. I keep it to layout 20. It doesn't bother me. Layout 20 is free, so I'm just keep it to the default value. The layout wide is the wide of the screen that we want to put the layout in. In this case, I want to put it in screen 1 and use all of screen 1 for this layout. Screen 1 has 10 blocks, not 11, but these blocks are not really square, so we put 11 here to compensate that, and this is the default value. So let's just do please and go to the next pop-up that's asking for the screen height, which that is 4, which is also the default value in this pop-up. Then they ask for the layout macros start. The layout macro start, we need for each button in our layout we need a macro, and for each button we need an image. So we need some space to put these macros and put these images. I'll start this on 601 to be out of range of other things. When we create different pickers, then we might need lots of space for some of macros and images. So it's important to keep track of where you have the things in your show, the objects in your show, where you have them stored. I keep this on the default value, and the start macro image layout images I also keep on the default value. It's nice to have the same value for those two, so that each image and each macro has the same number. The first library image, these are the images that we are going to import from the USB device, and they can start at 14 because image 1 to 13 is used by the MI console itself. I will change this. I put it on 101, so then I have some space for images that might be already in our show. You can put it as like the other things in any space that you want, as long as it's big enough to hold all the images that we're going to load. When we have this, then it starts working, and these are not too many images in this case, so now it's already finished. And let's go to a layout view, and in the layout view we search for our layout number 20, that is here, and we zoom to fit, and then we have to make it even a little bigger, like this. So there is our images, and for later use we will store this on here, for example, and we give it a name so that we have it identified, and there's our image library. Later I'll explain how we can use this library, but now first we're going to create our color picker. That's what it's all about in this video. When we run the macro, it starts asking for groups range. If you remember well, we will use group 1 through 6. So we will change this this number, and we will say it's going from 1 through 6. As you can see, we can use the buttons of the MI, and we as well can use the button of the normal keyboard if you want to. Color preset range we put on 1 through 13 because we have 13 color presets. You can use any color preset you want, and the plugin will use exactly the color that you have in these color presets, as long as you have your color preset set for all of the fixtures that are in your groups. And there's no space between the ranges from start to end, and all of them need to be filled. Okay, please, and then it asks for layout number. I keep this on the default value. It asks again for the width of this layout. Since I want it on screen 1 full screen, I can use here also the default values for the width and height. Also going to use the default values for the image pool offset, the sequence pool offset, and the macro pool offset in this in this picker, this color picker. Okay, when I have all these, it's going to do a lot of things. As you see, it's going to create 78 sequences, and it's going to create also 78 macros, and it's going to create 78 images. Uh, and well, let's have a look at what it is creating. We go to a layout view and we do a zoom to fit. So then we can see that now the macros are created. They're set into the layout view. They're giving the colors that we selected. And when it's ready, it's giving some images on them. And when we go with zoom to fit, and we make it a little bigger, there it is. Okay, then we can see that the images are scaled so that the combined images will fill exactly the space that we assigned to it. Well, we will want to store this, of course, for later use. So let's store it here and call it color. And now once it is stored here and it's named, we can see that it's a working color picker. We can pick colors, we can change the colors, we can pick the supergroup, and then all the colors of these inside the group will change also. We have the parlets separate, so that if we change the color of the supergroup, the parlets will not change color, and that's all what we wanted. But it would be nice that we could identify also which picture is what. So that's why we go to the image library and we pick an image for each kind of fixture that we have. Later we can add new images if you want, but that's another video where I explain how to create images for the image library. Now we're going to get a beam. This is a small opening, it's the beam. The spot opens a little more, and the wash has a even bigger angle. And then we have some LED wash, a bigger LED wash, a smaller LED wash in the part, and that's the images for now, and some conventionals. Okay, we take this one and we put it on the second row, because our group 2 were the pointer, the beams. So here are the beams on row 2. The same thing we do with the next in row number 3, that were the spots, and we have washes in row 3, there were LED wash, and we put them in row 3. Well, row 4 actually, because row 1 is the supergroup, and I'm not going to put an image in there because it's a supergroup, it's okay. Well, while you do this, you have to take care that your patients, because if you stop this progress in the middle when it's not put all the pictures and all the images in here, then it might stuck and you might have to do it again. Nothing breaks, but you might have to work twice, and we're just doing this to not do too much work. Okay, so now we have our images and we have our nicely working color picker, and then there's only one more button that I want to explain the reason of this button. There's a Go Pickers or Call Pickers option. When we go in Go Pickers, which is the default value, then what it does in the color picker is when we pick one color, or we pick several colors for everything, what it does is does a go on a sequence, and this sequence is what's putting the color in. That means that it will not be a part of the programmer. As you can see, the programmer is empty. On the other hand, we might want to store our colors in another preset or another thing in one moment. So we might want to choose the colors and then have it in the programmer. So to get that, we can just switch to call pickers, and what it does, it will call all the fixtures that are in our group, and then set these fixtures to the color, to the preset. So then it will be part of the programmer. During live show, I don't like this option because when we clear the programmer, the color will be cleared. The color index here will not be cleared, and it might lead to confusion. And during live performance, I prefer to keep this option off. So to keep with the Go pickers, and if we want to take out the color, we can put it on white, and the colors are out. So we don't have to change the in order to get it out from the from the how do you say it, the programmer. Okay, so this is all for now. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you will enjoy my plugin, and I hope you will spread the word, and I hope that we'll meet again in another video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.